Here's a glimpse of morning Bagua practice shortly after sunrise. Bagua, or the Taoist art of circle walking, has many links to the I Ching and is often described as the moving meditative application of the I Ching. The practice of Bagua Chang, circle walking, is used as a means to directly penetrate what is otherwise a mysterious terminology which is used in the I Ching. The single palm change and the circle walking itself are the foundations of all Bagua practice. The single palm change, like the heaven trigram itself, is simply an image. It is simply a form. It is a way of noting or notating the notion, the concept of heaven energy, pure yang energy. It signifies strength, diligence. If you consider the sky, heaven is the sun shining in the sky. If you consider the body, the physical body, heaven is the head. In a family, it is the head of the family. In a country or an empire, it is a king or an emperor. In Bagua training, there is much emphasis on practicing the single palm change. As the single palm change, the heaven palm, becomes more familiar, it is from that foundation that you can begin to practice the other palm changes. Fire palm change, Li trigram, represents fire, the nature of the mind that clings to objects, that clings to phenomena. It can also symbolize a mind that is too active, too unstable, lost in its searching for external beauty or for internal resolution through thought. It is the balance between using natural imagery with which we're familiar, fire, the nature of fire, watching flames, and practicing fire palm change that one can begin to regulate and penetrate this character of the mind, which is always active, sometimes unstable, and sometimes too desirous. Bagua practice can be undertaken fast or slow. Walking or changing is always undertaken at different speeds, in the same way that change sometimes comes very quickly, sometimes it comes very slowly. This is all part of Bagua practice. Speed is never constant. Change is never constant. Each different palm change strengthens different parts of the awareness, a different part of the body is exercised. Thunder palm change. Is shock. Thunder expresses an energy or force which has been obstructed and which suddenly bursts forth into an explosion. We are, all of us, familiar with how thunder is and how it feels before it strikes. Although many Taoist practices emphasize harmonious movement, and although the generation of all life is dependent on the harmonious integration of elements within the natural world, shock is often necessary to disrupt complacency and to awaken us. Practicing thunder palm change, one can see more clearly, experience more directly the potential of shock. One of the beauties of learning and practicing Bagua is that whatever level you are working at, it is possible to penetrate your movement, your understanding with your mind and experience as clearly as your experience allows, as your mind allows. It is implicit in Bhagavata. There is no place to attain. It is always changing. As we become increasingly familiar with the patterns of change, the characteristics that make up each one of the images in the I Ching, or each one of the forms, the palm changes which reflect the trigram, we can deepen our experience, and at a practical level we can begin to see the possibility of changing our response to circumstances. I hope you'll join me on the August retreat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.